G'day guys, Tiny here from Offtap Brewing. Cheers. Drinking some Mega Soil. Cheap and nasty. The key word is cheap. That's the key word for brewing. Cheap. Just wanted to shoot this video. Oh, Keza, this one's for you, mate. Happy, bro? Haven't been in here a while, mate. Just wanted to shoot this video. Talk about, starting out your all grain process. You saw my pot idea, my little tiny brewer pot. I'm going to do a brew on that shortly. I've just had another order put through, so I'll be brewing this weekend. My 3000 ore body, so I might do a back-to-back brew or a dual brew with the tiny brewer and the 150 litre system. So that should be a good weekend, and film the tiny brewer and explain it. But another thing that I do recommend to people who are starting out their brewing experience, their all grain journey, is the idea of the smash beer. Now, we can all pick up a book and get confused by a recipe that someone else has written, and it might have 5 kilos of Marisota, 50 grams of crystal, 50 this, 50 that, 20 this, 100 this, blah 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 blah. First thing you ask is, why am I putting all these small amounts in and the big amount of this? What do all these grains do? Well, I can sit here all day and tell you what a Meladonian grain is, tell you what a crystal grain is, a roasted grain, all that sort of stuff. And it's handy things to know. But you're not really going to know what they actually do until you see the difference that they do in your beer. People say, oh, put some wheat malt in it, some wheat grain in it, for extra head retention. Well, hops give you head retention, so you don't have to add wheat. I can't stand the taste of wheat in beers, and I'll never ever put wheat in my beers. I have had people give me recipes and, oh, you need the wheat in there and all this sort of rubbish. It's all hard and confusing when you're starting out. So the smash, single malt and single hop idea of brewing. Now, it's a very simple method. You use a single malt, so you just pick Marisota. That's your whole grain bill. 5.5 kilos of Marisota, and you pick one hop. So say you pick a Cascade. Okay, it's very simple. You put in your recipe, you put Marisota 5.5 kilos, you put into your database, Cascade. You're going to add some for bittering, you're going to add some for flavour and some for aroma. Single hop doesn't mean you add it in only once. Single hop would just mean add just one hop for everything: bittering, aroma and flavour. And dry hop if you want. I mean, it just leave one hop in there, and then you will get the taste of that grain and the taste of that hop. So you design your beer, say you're doing a pale ale, Cascade pale ale using Marisota. I don't have any software here in front of me, but just say you want it at about 25 IBUs to 30 IBUs, and so that might be 25 grams of Cascade at boil, and then you have 30 grams at 10 minutes, and then 30 grams that flame out, chill, ferment and bottle. And then the next time you brew, say you really liked that. That was a very simple brew and you really liked it. Well, then maybe keep that flavour of Cascade, keep that regime of Cascade, but then maybe add in a little bit of crystal. Go and get a crystal 60 and add in 500 grams or 300 grams of crystal 60. Add that into your software. Your software is going to tell you your colours changed. It's not going to tell you that the flavours change. It's not going to tell you that your beer is going to be more sweeter now. It's going to be maltier. It's going to release some caramelised sugars into your mix. It's not going to tell you those things. It's just going to tell you your colours changed. So then you brew that out. Do everything else exactly the same and taste that. Really nice. You liked it. Keep going. If you didn't like it, back it off. If it's just a little too much for you, back it off a little on your next brew. And then say on your next brew, do a beer, let's go Cascade for bittering, Cascade for flavour, and then go Simcoe for aroma, and see how the Simcoe changes it up. And just keep moving through the different things, different hops, different grains, and just keep moving through them slowly and see what they actually do to your beers. I mean, My first recipe, the guy gave it to me at a shop, and it had so many different grains in it, and it was just a Galaxy Pale Ale. It was just a Galaxy Pale Ale, and I had 4 or 5 different grains in it, or 4 different grains in it. And I asked the guy at the shop, I said, what do I need all this grain for? Why is there only 50 grams of this? Why is there 100 grams of that? Why? Oh, that's just what you need. It's just what you need. That's what a Pale Ale has in it. Why? And then that was it. I didn't like it after that. I didn't all grain again for a couple of years, about a year and a half maybe. Didn't go back to it at all. And then I thought to myself, nope, I'm doing this and I'm learning my way. I'm learning the easy way. I'm learning, you know, I'm gonna treat myself like I'm an idiot and start from the ground up and just build my recipe database. Build the files in my head that contain what Cascade tastes like, and what Galaxy tastes like, and what Marisota, and the difference between Marisota and Golden Promise, and what Munich malt, and what, you know, Vienna and Carapils, and all these things, and just the differences they can make to your beers. And they do make quite a bit. You know, just by moving along slowly, chopping it up a little. You know, it's very simple, guys. I know a lot of people, and I've been reading on Facebook and seeing this a lot, and I get asked questions, you know, what recipe should I clone first? I'm like, oh, here we go. No recipe. Don't clone a recipe first. Start off small, start off low. The beer I described to you, the Marisota Cascade beer, is fantastic. I've started a few people off on that. If they don't like Cascade, change the hop. Keep the malt the same, change the hop. Keep the malt the same, change the hop. If you want to go the hops first and just keep the malt the same and go through, you know, 5 or 10 different brews using that same malt base, Marisota, and then just move through a series of hops and then start combining your hops. And then go back to a simple hop regime and then change out some grain. Like put some roasted grain in, get that really bitter chocolate, or, you know, and you will understand brewing a lot better than starting off with a 5 grain malt base and a 14 hop addition, different hops at 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, 3 minutes. Oh, did you forget the 45-minute addition? Oh, I don't know, the beer's ruined. You know, guys, smash beers is my recommendation if you're just starting out all grain brewing. It really is. It's so simple, very quick to move on. You know, keep a couple of bottles from your first round, put some bottles in from your second round and taste them side by side and see the difference. Obviously there's going to be an age difference also, but you'll be able to pick up considerable differences in the brew. You know, experiment like that. If you want to move on to experimenting with hops and dry hopping, here's a very simple way to dry hop, guys. I don't have a bottle available right now, but you all know what a homebrew bottle looks like. I'll get one. We all know. You can get the glass ones with the swing tops, you can get the glass ones with the crown seals, and you can get the plastic ones with the screw-on lids, whichever ones you use. We all know about priming. If we don't know about priming, I've got videos in my Tips in 5 Minutes and Under called Bottle Bombs. Go back and check them out, guys. Good information on not creating bottle bombs. But say we've got our homebrew bottle. Okay, and we're doing a batch, so we're doing, you know, we're doing 30 tallies, or we're doing 60 stubbies. I've done this before, and it works quite well. I take the hops that I'm going to use. So I've got 5 different varieties of hops. Well, I pull out 5 different bottles, and I put a couple of hop pellets in each bottle before I seal them up. So I've got Cascade, I've got, you know, Northern Brewer, I've got Pacific Jade, I've got blah 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 blah, all in 5 bottles, all dry hopped. Seal them up, let them ferment, chill them. Yes, the hops will fall to the bottom. Yes, when you're pouring it out, yes, you may get hop residue in there, but you haven't ruined a whole batch of bottles, a whole batch of beer with 1 dry hop addition, and it works quite well. It's actually fantastic for trying new hops, especially dry hopping. So you can divide a whole batch of beer. If you've got 30 beers, you keep 2 control and do 2 of each or 1 of each, and just buy a whole heap of hops and, you know, a couple of pellets, just 1 or 2 pellets in a bottle that size is more than adequate to put a dry hop aroma in there. And then you get the benefit of cramming all that knowledge into your little hop file, you know, in one single batch. Pity you can't do that sort of thing with the grain. Once you've picked your grain bill, you've got to see that flavour all the way in till, you know, till the end of your last bottle. And yeah, the beers do change. They get age on them. Hops start to separate if we leave them too long. Malt gets maltier. You know, things like that, guys. All right. I've rushed through a lot of information here. I did it in one take, so I'm very happy with that, guys. If you need any information on Smash Beers or the Tiny Brewer, please do not hesitate to put your question down below. Definitely, guys, give the video a thumbs up if you like the information, and you know, if you feel that way inclined to support the brewer, there's a lot of ways on here to click the ads. I mean, support the brewer. Takes but a second and puts but a cent in my pocket, but it all helps, guys, it really does. And as always, remember, beer makes you smarter.